Motown heyday, 1966.
When Mama said you can't hurry love, you just have to wait. Love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. Can't wait.
So generally what Motown would do then is, by this time, because of 8-track, they would lay down a rhythm track. They lay down a basic rhythm track, bring in the horns and the vocals later. So they would.
So they do the basic rhythm first.
Holland Dozier. Holland would come in, give him, here's the way it's going to go, here's the basic melody.
Well, I guess the first thing that makes it typical is the fact that the musical instructions coming from somebody other than the actual artist.
Yeah.
Which, you know, the notable thing about what's going on is the fact that the artist, in the Swift Change, the artist is the one that's actually given the direction to where the music. Like this song still works for me. Some near 50 years later in my DJ sets today. Like I put it on, and the magic that it once had, 65, 66?
66.
The magic that it had in 66 still works for me today. So, I mean, this is a very standard, you know, performance, and I think the only way that you can get to this Zen level of perfection is having done it over and over and over again. I mean, by this time they're in their 6th year of being a unit.
Yeah, and they played together every day. They punched a clock.
I mean, having a steady job, especially, you know, pre-civil rights era, was a rare thing, especially for a black person in middle America. But I would almost imagine that if that were to happen today, well, that's weird to say because I think I'm the living incarnation of this, so let me watch what I say.
Yeah, do you have a regular gig, right?
I have a regular gig in which I punch a clock and I sit in a room and I'm supposed to create music 4 hours every day, nonstop. But because we're in the young stages, like I want to know where we're going to be 5 years from now to see if it's still going to be exciting and fresh. Because I was going to say, like, you make it sound so official and so stern, like punching a clock and looking on to see what your itinerary is for today.
The other thing, you know, the thing that is this sort of peppiness. No matter what the subject matter of the tune, Motown had that sort of, that kind of vibe, right? Which is very different than what we heard.
Do you think they were aware of the song before? Like, this song does reek of, I would think, even without hearing the lyrics, I know the song, to me almost, it feels very, it's like a feminine, female perspective of, like, I hear the peppiness. I see them walking down the street. I see, like, I don't know why I see it, how I see it, but do you think the musicians were even aware of where this was going? Like, could this have been anyone's track, or?
They probably knew it was for the Supremes, because generally a track would get assigned to an artist, and then that would evolve.
So do you think they would have had almost a different approach had they known that Ruffin was going to sing it, or?
Sure.
Because this sounds...
Or This Old Heart of Mine,
Lighthearted.
yeah, was intended perhaps for the Four Tops, perhaps for the Supremes, but it feels like a male record. This, you know, they're walking in there knowing it's a Supreme Sessions with HDH. And I would think Brian and Holland and Lamont Dozier would be proud to hear what you just said. But you feel like what it became. It
yeah, like
they probably wrote it that way.
Wow.